And hello, everybody! We are live with Teenagers from Outer Space! I'm so excited, I am super hype. I'm just gonna throw us immediately right over to Kiana and let her just handle it from here. Kiana, how are you doing this morning?
Good morning, everyone. I'm doing great, and I'm super excited to be back here with Teenagers from Outer Space, our zany space aliens and teens game. I am your referee, your GM for today, but let's go around and meet the rest of our cast here today, get to know who they are and who they're playing today. Let us start off with Greg. Hello, Greg.
Hey, Kiana, how are you doing? I don't know what time it is. Is it Saturday? That's awesome. I know that we're doing Teenagers from Outer Space. I'm playing CC, but I also heard that today it's the Battle of the Bands. So I wore my royalty.
Nice.
And I just wanted to start everything by saying, dearly beloved, we are gathered here today to get through this thing called Teenagers from Outer Space. It's an electric phrase. It means forever, and that's a mighty long time, but I'm here to tell you, there's something else. Playing with your friends. A friend of never-ending happiness where you can always roll nat 20s day or night. So when you call up your shrink in Beverly Hills, you know the one, Doctor Everything will be all right. And give him a moment of your time. Ask him if you have a moment of your mind left. Because in this life, things are much harder than in the reality world. In this life, we're teenagers from outer space. It's Saturday, right? Is it Saturday? Let's play.
It sure is Saturday, and we're back here every month with this game. Oh boy, that was an opening. Let's move over to Emma. Hello.
Hi. There's no way I'm gonna top that shit. Oh my god. I'm the progressively less like Doctor Who knockoff. Every month, I'm super excited to be here and play Battle of the Bands and pretend that I didn't try to slit the throat of the sousaphone player last month while I was murder hobing it out. Yeah, interested to see those consequences. I'm sure it'll be fine.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
Right?
What consequences? What are those?
Sousaphone players only have a memory of like 48 hours, and then they forget everything. So it should be good.
That's, absolutely how it works. And let's go over to Travis. Hello.
Oh man, what time is it? I don't know. I get up earlier than I get up on a weekday to play this crazy game with these marvelous people. Hello, I'm at Travis Bowles. I'm the producer of WebDM. I play Derek, the sensitive spaceman, a role, of course, originated by David Love in the classic American drama Teenagers from Outer Space. And I would make a pop culture reference, but I'm afraid that that option has been firmly annihilated by CC, the sensitive soft drug user. So he's rocking out. I'm ready to rock. Derek has about as much musical talent as I do. So this is going to be very interesting. So strap in.
Perfect. I mean, Battle of the Bands doesn't mean that, like, everyone has musical talent. Let's be real here.
That's very true.
And of course, last but not least, Lindy.
Yeah, I'm excited. I look forward to this day every month. Teenagers from Outer Space Day. No matter if I have to wake up at 7 a.m. in order to get my hair to do whatever this is. It's worth it. Hashtag worth it. Yes, I will be playing Corellia, the tentacled, prehensile hair teenager from outer space who, can teleport and is super cool and, may or may not have a thing for Derek, but we don't talk about it because it's awkward.
Yeah.
No.
Obviously, I don't think either party in any of this group have done a smooch and then talk about it. We've done a smooch and then just never talk about it.
Yep. It sounds like high school to me.
Yeah. So, yeah, there's been a couple smooches. I don't think there's been any more smooches.
Nope.
And no talking about it. How it goes sometimes when you're teenage aliens. I guess we should kind of just dive right in. So, it is just another day in Aces High. Y'all just hang out. It's lunchtime. Where do you guys hang out for lunch? What is that? Where's that usual spot for y'all?
I think we're several weeks on from the awkward Derek, can I eat with you guys moment thing. I think we had that, but we're...
I'd imagine it's been some time since you've had to ask that.
Yeah. So Derek's pretty comfortable, hanging out.
I think it probably happened for like a couple months, and then we were just like, stop asking. Just show up.
Probably. Yes. But yeah, as for what part of the lunchroom, I think that, the cooler kids take point on that one. I don't know where the cool part of the lunchroom is. The back was the cool part of my lunchroom.
I didn't have a lunchroom, so I
I didn't have a lunchroom.
I didn't even have a lunchroom.
Destroyed in the Great Battle.
I was just going to say that CC would probably join everybody like a half, 3/4 of the way through like lunch. Not because he's out doing recreational drugs or drinking or anything like that. But I mean, in addition to that, he's hanging out with the cafeteria people in the back because he was, when he would sit behind the school and smoke, they would come out and join him, and they thought he was a worker because he never attended class. And so he started with food prep, I guess about 2 years ago. So he's back there with them hanging out. I'm pretty sure he thinks it's home ec, but that's where he is. So he would just come out and like take off an apron. Hey, what's up, guys?
Oh, hi, Cece. Yeah, we've definitely probably like in the back near a window. Gotta get a nice view.
John Smith makes near constant bathroom breaks, or at least he claims that he's going to use the bathroom, even though none of you have ever seen him eat or drink or do anything else that implies that he has any bodily functions. He's actually going out and having adventures with the other groups of people that he has adventures with that he tries very hard for you not to know about, because you guys are the most important group that he has adventures with. But there are multiple universes that need saving at any given point. So that's what he's doing during lunch.
It's just like only lunchtime. Lunchtime is to go save the world.
Well, you can't leave during class. Okay.
So, it's basically fucking late. At the point where Cece is able to come back from home ec. And also at a time when John is not off to a bathroom break.
Yeah.
There is, the cafeteria is usually pretty busy. There's a bunch of different tables with all the different cliques, obviously. And there's a chatter among them. It gets very quiet for a second. And out of somewhere, a bunch of paper just across the room, landing on almost every single table, including yours.
Oh. I will look up from like my 2 lunch trays worth of food, and because these tentacles require a lot of nutrients to keep moist and prehensile. So. Just look at one of the pieces of paper before it falls into my soup.
Yeah, so you pick it up, and it looks like to be a flyer, as if somebody had cut out a bunch of magazine things and then, pasted them onto a piece of paper and then, photocopied, a whole bunch of them. It's a poster that is proclaiming a battle of the bands. And it says that anybody can join up. This is how you do it. It takes place in the auditorium at in a few days from now at 3 p.m. However, the most interesting thing to all of you is that the headliner says the band kids versus the Kool Kidz.
Did any of you guys sign up for this? I gestured to the headline.
Derek is not paying attention because every day in the cafeteria is like dining at, Sardi's for Derek. This food is amazing. He's obsessed with it and hasn't looked up from his Salisbury steak. Or just this moment did. I'm like, no.
All right. Yeah, I didn't sign us up either. Cece, John, did you sign up for this?
CC doesn't pay attention. He would look over at Derek and be like, "Is there too much pepper on that?"
It's amazing. Now, was there an Earl or Duke of Salisbury who created this incredible steak? What is there a place?
Earl just washes the dishes because he only has 3 fingers.
Well, tell him he has created something incredible with this fine steak. It's amazing. It's like a steak, but it's also like a burger with no bun. And I'll eat brown gravy on anything. It's just brown gravy's just like. And also, what is the red in the red drink? Is it blood, or like the blood of your enemies, or like some sort of sophisticated sweetening agent?
Hey man, it's whatever you want it to be. I call it Hawaiian Punch, but you can call whatever you like.
Hawaiian Punch. Oh my God! You guys hear that?
Hawaiian Punch.
Oh yeah!
It's did the Kool-Aid Man?
The Kool-Aid Man just burst into my room, you guys.
Oh yeah.
He's here. Yes. I look up at the paper and I'm like, who are the cool kids?
I sign up for anything that I am able to, but I do not remember signing up for that.
Corelia just kind of like puts her hand on the table and goes, "Derek, we're the cool kids."
At this point, CC would recognize the flyer, and his face would go white beneath headband and glasses. That's not a flyer. That's a goddamn challenge.
And as Cece says that, your eyes are drawn across the lunchroom, where the only people standing are the band kids. And you see the sousaphone player just do to John.
Oh.
Man, it's on now.
Yeah.
Oh my. John runs out to the bathroom immediately, and he's actually going to the bathroom this time to throw up with performance anxiety.
Oh,
no.
buddy.
When he comes back.
Yeah. And by the time you come back, the band kids have gone somewhere. But the flyer, the challenge, still chilling out on your table.
You think
And
they're mad
you can-
about that video game thing? Were we?
I don't know.
They're sad that they're losers.
Yeah, I remember them getting shown up in detention. Well, I was actually programmed on a genetic level to never refuse a direct challenge. It's actually impossible for me. So
Really? That's really
yes.
interesting to know.
And it's my understanding, and clear this up for me, that a battle of the bands does not actually end up in their destruction, right? I cannot actually use the focusing disintegrator ray on the band kids legally during this tournament. Is that correct?
It's generally a musical challenge.
A musical challenge.
Yeah.
It does not involve like direct open combat,
Typically.
physical combat.
You can use your focusing disintegrator ray on your own guitar at the end
Yeah.
Oh,
for drama.
Wait a minute, you're not actually considering attending this?
Well, Derek literally can't not.
I've been called out, Cece. I can't refuse. I'm going to have to learn how to play a musical instrument very well before. How long do we have before the Battle of the Bands?
Like 3 days.
Yeah, in 3 days. I have 3 days to do that.
It doesn't matter, man. These are the band kids. They're gonna kill us.
Like literally kill us? Because I just explained that I'm going to keep that from happening. Are you talking about like musically kill us?
No, I'm talking about like getting colder and not older.
That is why I am here. Because combat challenges were what we did at lunch instead of eat on my home planet. So if we were on Zenla right now, we'd all be knife fighting instead of eating Salisbury steak. But the point is, there's nothing to be afraid of, CC. These band kids have nothing. We're going to roll right over them.
I don't think you know what you're goddamn facing. These kids are nuts. They got no remorse. Their parents sacrificed them to those brass gods for years. They've lost any type of emotional connection they have to their race or any other. They will kill with sound and fury and sweaty taints from polyester uniforms that they're forced to wear. This is the end of days.
CC, you're the most musical of all of us.
It's true.
And you have no hope?
We have no chance. None, I say. If we walk in there, maybe one of us, half of one of us walks out, hops out, crawls out, slides out, whatever they leave us with.
Okay, I have a bold plan. I have a daring gambit to win the Battle of the Bands. Here's my idea.
Sabotage.
We take one of CC's songs from his vinyl LP records, right? That he enjoys so much. Pick your favorite one. We all pretend to learn it, and then we all pretend to perform it while it plays over the PA system at the Battle of the Bands. Boom. Done. We don't even have to play it.
That's cheating.
In addition to fighting the band kids, you want to shit on their religion?
I have only ever heard the songs that Corellia put on the mixtape that she gave me, and also all the Perry Como greatest hits that Grandpa plays. Those are the songs that I have heard. So my library of music is limited, to say the least. And I thought that lip syncing, as I've heard it described to me, was an option. You're telling me no.
I don't know what to think.
You could always just sabotage their instruments so that they somehow sound worse than we do.
You're
Well,
making it worse and worse.
here's the thing, gang. We have the power of the cool.
We do.
The thing she'll never have.
This is true. Cool is a very powerful force in the world.
It is true. And
Yeah.
there must be some way that we can make this work. We have 3 days. We can probably... How can we find out more information about what the band kids are doing so we can make sure that what we do is cooler than the band kids?
There you go. Get to sneak into the band hall and look at their what is the list of songs you're gonna play
Oh,
at a show.
They're set.
Yeah. We need a band spy.
Maybe Chad the Brobot can help us. He seemed pretty chill.
He's totally chill.
He's so cool.
He's expendable too.
That's also true.
You can just build him again. It's fine.
Listen, I shouldn't even be telling you this because it's going to prompt you all into action. But if you distract one of the band kids, you distract them all. They're forced to all look in unison at whatever is being distracted. They can't break synchronicity.
CC, how do you know all this about the band kids?
I just know, all right.
All right, Cece, we won't push you. But
I think I still have that backpack full of all the stuff we took out of the confiscation drawer
that's true.
in the assistant principal's office. We could perhaps...
The Hello Kitty backpack.
Yes, the Hello Kitty backpack. It's in my locker right now. We could confuse and distract the band kids by returning their ping pong paddles and fruit roll-ups and Game Boys to them. They're Tiger LCD handheld games and water basketball.
Those were great. They're fantastic games. Would that be a sufficient distraction?
Well, might take long enough for somebody to infiltrate the band hall, retrieve the set list. These are band kids. They don't get out much, right? CC,
true.
they don't do
Maybe. I don't know.
anything will impress them.
Do not underestimate them. They are highly trained, skilled. They're murderers.
CC, I have never seen you so terrified in all my weeks of knowing you.
Which should liquefy your bowels. The fact that I'm expressing the level of fear that I am expressing.
We went down the throat of the dragonized assistant principal
Yeah.
a week ago, CC, and the band nerds are giving you the trots?
Yes, honestly, they seemed like, as you say, punk bitches at the time.
Don't underestimate them. It's like all the bad parts of Never-Ending Story they left out of the fucking movie.
Those are the scariest parts.
I don't know. That movie's pretty scary.
Right? Imagine even worse.
All right, then I'm going to wolf down the rest of my cornbread here. We'll go to my locker and get the Hello Kitty backpack.
All right. Do you want me to get the set list? I can be
Yeah.
literally in and out because I can teleport. So,
There you go.
yeah.
All right.
I'm going to learn how to play every kind of recorder. All of them. The soprano, the alto, the baritone, the bass. I'll even learn a fucking piccolo. I'll do whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes.
Good idea, John.
He produces an alto recorder from inside of his...
Pulled out of his sleeve like a fucking magician.
And it's the big one, too. It's the one that's like at least 2 feet long.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
That one. Really
it
nice
was
one.
somewhere in there.
Make sure you shake the spit out before you use it.
Oh God.
All right.
You have a little cleaner.
All right.
Not in the day. Back in the day when you played the recorder, at the end of every class, they would say, "Okay, take the top off and bang the spit out of it,
Yeah.
and to the next person."
Here's a funny true story. In high school, I was in a chamber music group that was made up of recorder players. I'm not even lying. It's just the truth. Emma did that.
Well, then they are
yeah.
the toughest species alive because, like 60% of anybody that ever played the recorder died.
It's true.
So
It's true. It's so true.
All right. Cool kids. Here we go. Let's form up. Let's get. If we can defeat the forces of what was it? Lame. Wait, no.
Of mundane.
Mundane. If we can defeat the forces of mundane, if we can defeat the dragon principle, we have accomplished great things. This squad, and we can take the battle of the bands. All right, so here we go. I've seen the football players do this. Let's get a hand in. Here we go. Ready? Everybody? No?
You've been watching the football players?
What? Not closely. I was just walking by.
Uh-huh.
Look, just get a hand in. I'll show you what they do. They put their hand in like this, and they go team.
Oh, buddy.
Guys don't seem too into it. Thought that'd be like a good team building like exercise kind of a thing.
Just like a group.
I'm pretty embarrassed. So I'm gonna go to my locker and get that big Hello Kitty backpack full of toys. I'll see you guys in a few minutes.
I'm gonna go chip the frozen urine out of my pants, and then I'll be back. Best I can.
Oh, buddy. This is the time.
Is that a choice, or is it just something that happens when you pee yourself?
CC has ice powers.
Oh man.
Okay, so y'all regroup.
We do.
Right at the doors that lead to the band hallway. there's there's kind of the glass pane that you can kind of see through. And currently there doesn't seem to be anybody in the hallway. However, you can hear the faint sound of somebody practicing in one of the practice rooms.
So it's the band hall used to be like one, at least as I'm familiar with it, is like sort of one big room. And so I but if there's several small rooms, I'm just going to take the backpack and go on into the band hall room. Just like be like, "Hey, band nerds, check out what I found."
Okay, so as you walk in the hallway, so there's a bunch of small rooms and then like one larger room, which is assumably the big band room. And as you make yourself known, the clearly very much not a band kid, you see like out of like 5 different like practice rooms, heads poke out.
Hey, greetings and salutations. Look what I have confiscated from the from parts unknown here, deep within the protected bunker of Aces High. I think I've got all the stuff they took. The assistant principal took from us. Anybody here have like a paddle ball or a water basketball game, or like half a pack of gum? Anybody here like Dr. Pepper lip smacker?
Yeah, so as you started doing this, like, you definitely have the attention of these band kids as they start claiming what has been confiscated from them.
Yeah.
What are the rest of you doing as you're at the doors, looking through the small pane of glass and watching?
Do we see the set list that they're going to be playing?
How about you roll a luck roll for me?
Okay, sure. 10 plus luck.
Is that the Final Fantasy battle win music just then?
Yeah.
10.
Yeah. Y'all are fucking... Yeah, so what are you looking for exactly? You're looking...
I'm looking for the set list that they're gonna play at the Battle of the Bands.
Okay, yeah, so with a 10, you were able, as you kind of peer through, you were able to see what looked like to be a piece of paper that is taped on the inside of one of the doors that had been opened. Only problem is that there is a person standing very close to it right now.
What, are they on the side that the list is on, or on the other side?
On the side where the list is on, because the door opened outward.
Okay. Is there anybody else walking down this hallway?
It's just the band kids
Okay.
and Eric.
Man. I see the list, I think, but there's somebody standing right next to it.
Cece would point a shaking finger at the set list. No. That isn't the set list. That's bait.
Well, where would the set list be then, Cece?
One of their most prized possessions. Either one of their stands or the music book. Probably
Alright.
that bastard that's first chair sax.
Do I see an unattended music book? Or...
You do not. You cannot see into the practice rooms.
Alright. She's gonna gamble. She's gonna take off her leather jacket so that she's in disguise. Because the only people who've seen her without her jacket on was basically at prom or on Planet Cool. So, well, even then she had a bikini and a leather jacket. So, yeah. She is going to be like, alright, I'm gonna risk it then. And teleport in.
Okay. I'm gonna need another luck roll.
Okay. Ooh, I get a +1 though because it's a teleport power. Yeah.
Yes, that's true.
Can Cece help?
How would you feasibly help?
He's going to kick open the door at the exact moment that she teleports to try to draw the eye of the person. And he's going to point at the person. And I'm not sure what he's going to say yet, but there's just that's as far as he's gotten before fear has, gripped his totem.
All right. Go. So yeah, I will allow you to help with at that point. You can roll with advantage essentially.
Okay.
Meanwhile, I'm handing out toys to the band nurse. Does anybody have a popple? I got some popples here. There's a puppy surprise. You like open up the middle of it and like 4 little. You got those Muppet Babies toys they give out at McDonald's.
Oh, with the stamps.
They're on like a little tricycle. Is this yours, Jeff? Here you go.
There's somehow like more band kids in here than there should be. Like some of them are like the band kids, like the ones that have challenged you. And others are just like other band kids around that are just practicing. So it's just like a lot.
My God, be careful. They multiply by masturbation.
Here's some lawn darts. Be careful with the lawn darts, guys. They confiscated those for a reason, okay?
So,
I was just going to say lawn darts. I bet you every tip of them is covered in like dried brain matter.
Darts covered in dried blood. That's probably yours. Go ahead, Sean.
so as Corellia, you bamf in. Somehow, like, luck is on your side as you hop right into the practice room, and you can see the back of one of these band kids to you, but you see on the music stand next to you a thick binder that can only be their book.
Grab it.
It's the Trapper Keeper.
And I'm gonna just very quietly just open the front cover to see if it's just happens to be laying there, if I gotta take I just take the whole book and I teleport back. Just poof.
Okay. Yeah, you arrive back where John is with kind of like a flurry of some papers as the force of your teleportation. The
John.
loose papers that band kids never fucking organize.
I have to find the set list so I can put this back.
Sorry.
Somebody starts yelling in the background.
Oh, Trogdor.
I know. We gotta be quiet about this. The band kids will hear us.
What? I'm sorry. There was a Trogdor loose. That's what I was trying to save at lunch.
At least she didn't burninate you. It's cool. So.
No, not this time. Not yet.
Not
He's
yet.
burninating his father. What? Did you got the Trapper Keeper?
I've got the binder. Can you help me find the set list?
Yes.
We gotta be quick.
Flip through it.
All right, so as you start to flip through it, Cece, you have kicked open the door.
Yes.
You now have the attention of...
And you definitely
Band
saw
kids.
Corellia pop in, be like, and then pop back out.
Yeah.
Like 1 minute.
How dare you challenge us?
Oh, God. You see the sousaphone player kind of just lock eyes with you.
Oh no.
And you see the drum player kind of like step up next to him. And they both like squint their eyes at you as if trying to place who you are. Like more than like the recognition that you were the person, one of the people at Holodeck D&D.
Mm-hmm.
But they definitely kind of are doing like this. And finally the drum player's like, and how about you and your friends gang up on us at what's supposed to be fun?
I don't know what you're talking about. He doesn't.
Yeah, he doesn't. That's the funniest thing. So are you just trying to distract them? Is this what you're doing?
Oh yeah, he has no plan whatsoever. his plan was as far as just engaging, and now it's just a delaying tactic until Corellia can. He would turn around, and if at all possible, he would whisper back, "It's most likely between the kitty lasers and the Chicago band folders."
Yeah, you're able to hiss this back before the bad kids are just like, well, the challenge already issued, can't turn it back now. Unless you want to be cowards about it.
Hey, listen, band kids, you can do whatever you want. You run the school. If you want to let us walk, then be appreciated.
Yeah, this is kind of, yeah, like the sousaphone player like looks a little like, what the fuck are you talking about? Meanwhile, the drum player is like staring at you, Cece. We'll see about that. And then the drum player will actually take a step forward, and you watch as like the other band kids take a step forward in perfect sync, as they do.
Cece's breath would freeze as if it were like negative, whatever, when it's below zero or below freezing.
Yeah. Yeah.
As he's scared.
Yo, poor baby.
Do I see this? Does Derek see this from where
Yeah, Derek, you would see this.
Derek has never seen Cece so
Terrified, and it's starting to give Derek pause. But I've run out of stuff in the bag. All right, guys. All we got left is some 7-Up gum and some Coney Island whitefish. So I think you took all the toys. I'm gonna keep this Hello Kitty backpack because I think it's pretty cool. And I'm like eyeing my new bandmates from across the room.
Yeah. Corellia,
Yeah.
you heard Cece kind of whisper the possible location.
Uh-huh.
And finally you're able to like flip through all the all the different folders of different music, all somehow organized yet an absolute fucking mess.
Mhm.
But you're able to pull open and you find a set list.
Is there more than one copy?
There's one copy.
If we steal it, they'll know we took it. Should we just jot it down real quick? Or should we just take it?
Yes, I will produce a pen and paper from my sleeve. Again.
Everything up the sleeve. Yeah.
And John will attempt to write it down as quickly as possible.
Yeah, I'll hold
Yeah,
it
and
up.
can I telepathically say to you, read it, say it out loud. And I'm gonna write it down on my my Texas Instruments
Yeah.
graphing calculator that Derek keeps with him at all times.
God. So, you guys start copying it down. I'm gonna need a roll here to see if you can get it all down
Oh man.
before the band kids notice.
Yeah. I'll read it. I'm gonna be reading from like the bottom up, and John can go from the top down. So hopefully we can get like in the middle.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool. What should it be like? What, like a smarts?
Whatever you, if you can convince me that is an appropriate roll.
I think smarts. I think John Smith has his own shorthand that he uses when he's taking his notes, because he takes at least 15 pages of notes for every 45-minute class period that we have.
Yeah.
And so that's what he's encoding it all in what he's doing.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Oh.
Ooh.
Ooh.
And Derek takes a lot of notes too. As you know, he's an excellent student.
Yeah, you two are the good students.
And what?
Yes. Yeah, you guys are the good students.
Okay. All right. And yes. So I'm just getting it all down in my Texas
Yeah.
Instruments graphic calculator, where you have to hold that blue button down to get to the letters.
Yeah. Your fingers are flying over those keys like nobody's business. As John, you also do your shorthand that nobody but you would ever understand what it says.
Technically, it's 3-dimensional, but I'm expressing it in 2 dimensions.
Basically.
Yeah.
And y'all cover the whole set list.
Now bamf back the book.
Yeah. Curly is just you hear this Cece, you would hear the
Bamf it
sound
back,
of the book closing, and then see Corellia, like the corner of Corellia in like the practice room, and then her leave.
Then CC would start to get a little bit of courage back when he hears the re-engagement of the Velcro of the Trapper Keeper, knowing that with that crinkle that it is sealed, and with Corellia appearing and disappearing, he just a little bit of cement makes its way into CC's spine as the two of them are staring at him. Fine. You want this? You're gonna get it. You bit off more than you can chew this time, Brad. I mean, drummer.
At this point, the drummer's just, there's like a dawning realization on his face, as if he's just putting realizing who you actually are. Sorry. And
CC to know, lead guitars to poison.
would you like to leave before he starts advancing on you? Because looks like he's gonna take another step towards you.
Well, to show off that he's got a bit of his spunk back, as he gets in the doorway, much like he did in one of the first episodes, to get himself back, he just bangs against the side and he turns black and white for a second as everyone hears Aha's Take On Me play. And he sits there. We'll see you soon. And then he leaves to chip more frozen urine out of his pants.
Oh boy. And so Derek, you're just gonna be like, see ya, and just head out. After giving out all this contraband.
Talking to me? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm like, I throw the empty Hello Kitty backpack over my shoulder, and all these band nerds are participating in the Battle of the Bands, or just some of them?
Just some of them.
Just
There's
some.
like, it's like the seniors of the band program, who are the band kids.
All right. We're like, look, don't tell anybody. Okay. I was never here. All right.
Yeah, you see a couple of like freshmen just kind of like nod as they clutch their contraband.
Yeah. And I like back out. And then as I back out, I kind of like point to the focusing disintegrator ray tucked into my waistband. Like,
they're kind of good. Like they're kind of okay.
That's
and I push my butt against that bar that opens the door, you know?
Yep.
Yeah. Swing out. Make a very cool, graceful exit.
Hell yeah. Actually, make me a cool roll because I just need to see this.
I'd be happy to. Hopefully I'll get a net 10 like I did it. And then I add something to that. I add 3, so is it 9?
Okay, yeah, not bad. It's not the coolest exit you've ever done, but
No, I'm holding a Hello Kitty backpack.
but it's enough to impress a few freshmen.
Man, this is getting way too close to my own high school experience. This is freaking me out.
And now we're back outside of the band hallway with everybody. And with the set list in 2 different copies now.
all right, guys. We got the set list. Good job.
All right. Let's
I
go
think I
hide in the
know.
men's bathroom.
Yes.
Okay.
We need to get through to the drummer. Or Brad, did you say his name was? Cece.
What? No, huh? I was a little flustered.
Cece, I've never seen you this terrified. Is there something we should know
I feel
specifically?
like you're keeping something from us, CC. That's not cool.
If anything, I'm understating our ability to die in all of this.
From my research into the band nerds, all they do is sit in folding chairs and blow into those pipes all day.
Yeah, that's what everybody thinks they do.
Well, so I'm intrigued. Anybody else intrigued? What are they? Are they evil cultists? Do they worship a dark god that they're trying to bring back from the hoary netherworld or something?
Listen, they're like if you ever watch Kung Fu Action Theater on Saturday afternoons and there's always the good guys and the bad guys. Well, imagine if the bad guys, when they hit first chair, they become like incredible fighters. You can tell that CC has no idea what he's talking about. It's just they're pure evil. They speak of insults in every exhalation through those pipes. They're scary.
Okay. All right. Important safety tip. Thank you, CC. So I'm gonna look at the set list.
Okay. I would like y'all to give me what the fuck the set list is.
Well, there's Mozart's Funeral Mass.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
There's
Panama by Van Halen.
Oh Fortuna, yeah.
Yes.
Fortuna. Yeah. Thus Spake Zarathustra from the 2001 A Space Odyssey soundtrack.
Okay.
We should write this down.
Yeah, we can write this down and make a playlist later.
Yes.
If only this were being recorded somehow.
I know, right? Mozart's Funeral Mass. O Fortuna's Thus Spake Zarathustra. Panama. Yeah, they open with Panama.
In all instrumental cover of Waves of Mutilation.
There you go. There you go. The surf instrumental version of Wave of Mutilation. The good one, the good version.
I'm gonna add in one of my own from my own band days, an instrumental version of Funky Town.
There you go. There you go. Funky
You
Town.
can probably find videos of me doing that.
Oh my. Oh my.
How many times have you seen the band take the field and you hear those first couple riffs of fucking
Yup. I was in marching band, and it was the only non-Christmas song we ever learned. So, there's only so much Christmas music you can play.
True.
That's pretty good. That's a pretty good set list.
Yep. So that's the set list.
All right.
But Derek has never heard any of this music.
All right, we can look it up for you. We can get you a sample of what we're up against.
I don't know what we should play in our set list that will be cooler.
Well,
than
I think that we should. Do any of us know how to play any musical instruments?
John Smith produces 2 recorders out of both of his sleeves at the same time. Yes, I can.
Cool. What about you, Derek?
I've heard this described as an instrument of death. I do know how to play it technically. You just put your mouth on this end.
How about we not? How about we
No?
don't do that? No.
You're shaking your head like I shouldn't do that. Actually, that makes a lot of sense because this separates human flesh from
Bone.
bone.
Yeah.
So I could put it on cool
Uh-huh.
and
You could.
blast myself again, and then I have watched Breakin' 2 Electric Boogaloo 3 times. It's been running at 2 a.m. on one of the 4 channels that Grandpa gets. So I feel like if I lay some cardboard down, I could probably spin around, undo the helicopter and the centipede, and so.
Okay.
So I play my body like an instrument. I play people's bodies like an instrument. he says, making eye contact with Corellia.
And you're gonna do the helicopter.
I'm gonna do the helicopter. I'm gonna do the centipede. I'm gonna do the robot.
But the human worm.
The
You know that one? Yeah.
I'm gonna do the mambo, and
Okay. If only this was a dance-off. We've done a couple of those. We're really good at those.
so this is not a dance off. This is different from a dance off.
It's a
Because
battle.
that movie is all about a dance off, and I thought that's what we were doing.
No, it's
No.
music.
Well then, no, I don't play any instruments. I have
All
3
right.
days to learn the guitar.
Okay, I believe in you, Derek. I can play the water xylophone.
Nice.
And I tinker on the water organ a little bit, but
The harmonium. Is not
I could probably pick up the drums though. If I tried. What about you, Cece?
The entire time that you were discussing musical instruments, anybody that would look would see that Cece's headband was getting darker. Inspiration until one would roll down and then immediately freeze and chip off. Yeah, I can play.
All right.
Play what?
Yeah.
Cece?
What do you play?
What in particular do you play?
Saxophone.
Oh, yes, he does.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's great. Okay.
It'll take me a while to find my oil and my sax, but
Wait a minute. The band plays saxophone. I've seen people in the band playing saxophone.
I'll meet up with all of you in a little bit. And he runs off.
Hold on.
You think we could get him to play Careless Whisper?
Guys! Cece's a band nerd.
No.
Yes, he plays the saxophone. He just said it.
I mean,
That's why he's so upset.
Seems pretty clear. Why is he not in the band anymore?
I don't know.
And why is he so much
Or-
cooler than the band?
or do you think he's in the band and in the Kool Kids, and that's why he's nervous?
He's a double agent.
No.
I don't know, man. He could be a double band agent, Kool Kid agent.
Cece wouldn't betray the Kool Kids like that. He's too cool.
I won't believe it.
He's too cool. Yeah, right. You're right. We shouldn't believe it unless, but we also shouldn't be too surprised if it turns out to be true.
Well, the saxophone. I enjoy the mellow tones of the saxophone, so I'm hopefully he's on our side, and he's our secret weapon to win the battle of the bands.
Yes. At the same time, I think we should definitely sabotage the band gang. And
Yeah.
yes. And so we need to shake the confidence of their drummer.
We do. I know just the thing.
Leonardo.
Leonardo da Vinci.
Yeah, Leonardo just like pops out from underneath the shoulder of the jacket. Yeah, and we'll just land on the ground and look up,
Oh man.
snap his claws a couple times.
Ugh.
Yes.
What are you gonna do with that?
It's my pet. It's Leo da Vinci.
Can't believe you would let that thing be exposed to Earth's atmosphere.
It's a lobster, not a gargan. I've had this thing for like
I know, we
several
bought it at the
days
grocery
now.
store
We
a
bought it
couple
at the
weeks ago.
grocery store.
It goes
After
up to
detention.
Derek and it just grabs his shoelace and just unties it.
See? I told you these things are dangerous.
It's
He's un-
shoelace. Derek.
He's disassembled my moon boots.
You,
Yeah,
Okay.
it just looks up and snaps.
Corellia, any friend of yours is a friend of mine, even if they bear a striking resemblance to the most fearsome organism on my home planet. So
he's just
Okay.
adorable. I mean, look at him.
Quite
he's-
beautiful.
They're majestic creatures. So how is that going to upset the drummer in the band nerd?
Well, remember when Make Way Quick Hands was threatening the sousaphone player? Leo totally got up on the drum and started harassing the drummer. So he's kind of
yes.
intimidated by him, I think. It's a possibility.
Yes, as I said before, these band nerds at the heart of it are punk bitches.
Oh, he might be able to snap his sticks. His drumsticks.
Yes.
Yeah, click. From Leonardo.
Yes.
I do remember that. I was pretty deep into character at that point.
You were a little deep there,
I was roiding
Derek. Yeah, a little bit.
True.
On zero roids. Yeah.
It was an intense experience for me as well, but I should have killed that sousaphone player when I had the chance.
It might have prevented this incident, but also we might be charged with murder. So,
That's true.
but hey, at least we threatened Vice Principal Dragon Johnson into expunging her records. So we want to keep those clean.
It's true. Has he been back at school since you filled him with hundreds of pounds of pork?
He had been noticeably on a sick leave. Though your records have been expunged.
Yeah, he came in for like a couple hours and then went back home on sick leave. He didn't look so good.
No, he almost certainly has trichinosis.
His HDL logged in at 75,000.
Oh boy.
Yeah, that's the bad kind.
Alright.
Alright, so I guess we should acquire instruments. So, John, you've got yours. Derek, you're going to learn the guitar. So we're going to have recorders, a saxophone, water xylophone, and a guitar.
Yes, Grandpa likes to sit on the porch.
and drink Bloody Marys and pick on his guitar. And so maybe he can give me some lessons, and I'm gonna need a montage. I'll get a good montage going, and I should be able to.
Have you heard of YouTube?
No, who's that?
Okay, there's like a lot of tutorials. You can learn a lot of things on the internet, Derek.
The internet. Interesting.
Yes,
Let me get my
okay.
calculator and
All
write
right,
this down.
we're just gonna. We can go to the.
Internet. Is that the Alta Vista that Grandpa uses from time to time?
It's more like Netscape.
He's on rec.arts.grandpas.compuserve.net.org.
Okay, how about we use the school computer in the library, and I show you YouTube for guitar lessons.
Okay. That's just like immediately a picture in my head. Corellia and Derek watching YouTube in the school library. It's great.
I feel like this is as good as any time to do a montage.
Oh, I love a good montage.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to hop around and we're going to create a montage of everyone prepping and I guess rehearsing for this. So y'all can chime in whenever you would like to.
CC would get back to his abode, and the montage would start as he opens a closet and stares at a kind of blurry in the focus frame, something hanging in there, and In Excess's New Sensation would start playing. Next.
We're definitely in the library, and I show him how to get on, the internet.
Get on the internet.
And go to YouTube and show him how to search for guitar lessons, so that way he could just practice along with it once he gets his grandpa's guitar. And yeah, once I set him up with that, I find him a nice playlist, so he doesn't have to tap around too much.
Yes.
And then I'll just go home and borrow my brother's water xylophone, and I'll fill it up with different colors of water. So it's
You teleport back home and, and like
Oh no.
Yeah, all of your family's immediately asking all the questions.
Yeah, no, Mom. It's just I'm just doing it's not the school talent show. No, I would definitely let you know if that was happening. It's not it. It's just extra credit. It's a thing. Some of my friends and we're making a band, and it probably won't amount to anything, and we'll just, one and done. But I'm just gonna borrow this. Okay, bye.
Nice.
God, I love Corellia around her parents.
Like her parents and all of her siblings.
Yeah, there's a lot of them. No, I'll have it back for you for your band practice this Saturday. Look, it's just it's a school thing. Yes, it's extra credit. Yes, I'll get good grades. It's fine. Okay, I'll be back. Bye.
Yeah. I bet you hear this as you leave, just being like, "Are we allowed to come watch?"
No. It's a real small thing. I mean, you don't want to see that.
All right, we
Probably
hop
not
over.
even enough seats in the auditorium, but
Bye. Hop over to the next scene in the montage.
John's scene starts, and he is dressed in a red flannel shirt and big jeans, and he is in what appears to be a different planet with the most ancient and large rose garden you've ever seen. He has an axe in one hand, and he's tromping through it, and he's speaking to the birds and looking at the two suns, and then he finds the most majestic rose bush. He puts his hand on it, speaks a little word, and then chops it down. And then he goes to a little wood shop on the same planet, and he begins to craft the most beautiful recorder out of this heart of rosewood that he can. And then he makes another one, and then he makes a third one again. And as he does this, he sharpens all the mouthpieces and throws them at the wall. Where there's a picture of the sousaphone player. And he is practicing a la a Buffy the Vampire Slayer steak montage. And he's playing at the same time.
Beautiful.
He comes back to school. Like nothing else has happened.
Like, as if no time had passed.
It took him days, if not weeks, to do this.
Yeah.
Yes. That's what
Yeah, only 3 days have passed on this planet.
Yeah.
All right. Any other bits of montage that we want to
And
get
so,
into?
first off, Derek discovering YouTube with Corellia in the computer lab is a very special moment. I'd like to think that their hands awkwardly touch on the mouse.
Oh yeah, definitely. Both reach
At
for the
least-
mouse at the same time. Oh.
Yeah, at least once. Thank you. A prop master is here. And yes, so after watching a dozen YouTube videos on not only guitar picking and grinning, but popular music, right? He's watching Tears for Fears videos, and I'd like to think he's watching the Tears for Fears head over heels video in just like complete rapt attention and like taking notes on his calculator and just focusing. Then he goes home and spends the next 3 days with Grandpa on the porch while Grandpa gets drunk on Bloody Marys, and Derek attempts to pick out chords on Grandpa's guitar that he took to Woodstock and used as a bong, and then put it back together. So it's not a working water pipe anymore. Gotta say water pipe. Can't say bong. Can't say the B word, or you'll get kicked out. But yeah, so it used to be, it's got like Mamas and the Papas stickers and the monkeys and the cartoon Beatles, the animated Beatles. And so anyway, over 3 days, Derek manages to pick out Twinkle Twinkle Little Star on Grandpa's acoustic. It doesn't look good, folks. He's gonna get killed up there. No, it's not in tune. I'm gonna tune it up. I'm gonna do the tuning song for everybody.
Yeah.
Derek's gonna be that guy who goes to parties and plays the tuning song. Yes, hold on.
Anyway, here's Wonderwall.
Oh, too close to home. Yeah. I'm gonna get Nam flashbacks to being 14.
Okay.
And Carly's got her like rainbow water xylophone, and she's put like because she's a bit of a science nerd, she's definitely hooked up lights to this thing, so that it's almost like a disco water xylophone of rainbow colors. It's really cool.
Nice.
Hell yeah. All right. God, this is gonna be interesting.
Alright guys, what we playing? We've got all our instruments.
Yep. So we meet back with our teens. The morning of the battle bands. You see that the auditorium is starting to be set up with a bunch of chairs and seats. The stage curtain is closed for any behind the scenes work there. Though you know that you'll have to stand up there at some point. You kind of hear the hiss and crackle of amps and being hooked up to things. There are no signs of the band kids right now.
Mm.
And as you all join up together, I need to know, what the fuck are y'all playing?
Alright guys, team meeting. What are we playing? And we probably should have practiced, but too late now.
So we open with the tuning song, and then I move
Okay.
right into a soulful rendition of Twinkle Twinkle Little Star.
Okay.
I mostly learned public domain songs, so
Never
like,
hurts. Yeah. It's solid.
so
Safe
I
bet.
wouldn't have to pay anybody. So like the Battle Hymn of the Republic. We could do.
Yeah. Oh, can we do the 1812 overture? That's one of my favorites.
We could do that. We could do.
I could help with that for sure.
Can we get actual cannons for that? Because that would be kind of baller.
I need to change into my different pants, but we could do that.
Okay.
um,
Alright, so tuning song, Twinkle
Right.
Twinkle Little Star,
I gotta write this down. Hold on.
and then
Ring around the rosy, the wedding march.
Wedding March, 18, and then wrap with the 1812 overture.
Yes.
1812
Okay.
overture, right.
Yes.
Derek,
And the 1812 overture.
do you know any
Love the
power
1812
chords? Do you think that we could just jam out at some point?
Yeah. Yeah. Like
Yeah.
a freeform jam.
Yes.
Yeah, I learned those.
Could you? What?
Like that?
What? Exactly
sounded-
like that.
Sounded pretty good. I have an idea though, real quick. I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna like set my guitar down and lean it against the wall, and then I'm gonna put the focusing disintegrator on cool. I'm gonna shoot the guitar.
Okay.
You guys ready for this? Here we
Yeah,
go.
yeah, I'm ready.
Thinking about this all week. Here we go.
Yeah. So you watch as the beam of pure cool hits the guitar. And what does it look like post cool transformation?
I think it's a sweet Fender Stratocaster.
Fuck yeah.
With instead of the big Willie Nelson guitar strap like I had a second ago, it's now like a sweet like vinyl thing with like, condoms or something making up the whole thing. Anything Nikki Sixx would have wielded is basically what it looks like.
I was going to
And then I
say the mamas and the papas sticker's gone, and all that's left is a cocaine smudge from.
Like sweat marks from strippers' butt cheeks, like right here.
Christ. Oh, God.
Check this out. All right, I'm ready to play Twinkle Twinkle Little Star.
We're gonna rock this.
At this point, CC would come up carrying a very shiny, worn but in very good repair black hard case, roughly the size of a saxophone. As he would walk up, and there's only one way you can beat the band kids. You got to make sure that they don't even play. So we got to play something that has confounded band kids since the beginning of time. There's only one artist that band kids just simply will not go. They can't do it. They can't get it together.
John Williams?
No. The boss, Bruce Springsteen.
Oh. Do you think we're worthy, Cece?
Yeah, we can do it. It's going to take crackerjack timing, but I think that we can do it. And they've tried a lot. Born in the USA and, a couple of the others, Glory Days, but there's one of them that they just don't even dare get close to. That's Brilliant Disguise by Bruce Springsteen. They can't touch it. Just like Hammer.
All right,
Too real.
then let's do this.
Okay. Is there any additional setup y'all want to do behind the scenes before the show begins?
I'd like to think I have some of that drape and pipe from the science fair, so I'll put that in there, kind of give us a cool backdrop, and any special lighting we steal from the theater department. Is the Battle of the Bands happening in the gym? Where is it happening?
It's in the auditorium.
It's in the auditorium. Okay, yeah. So
Yeah.
there's already lighting.
What's our band name?
Oh,
Oh shit.
we could go
man.
with the Kool Kidz, but I mean,
That's
a
not
given.
bad. It's pretty good. Maybe with the letter K.
Ooh.
Cool Kids.
Spell it differently.
Wait, can we be the cool gang?
Cool
I
and
don't
the gang.
Cool and
so.
the gang.
Ooh.
Yeah, I like that.
The
Is that
Kool
taken?
Gang.
Is that in the public domain? Can we have that? I'm being told no. I'm being told Cool and the Gang. I think Grandpa has a Cool and the Gang record that he accidentally bought.
Kool and the Gang has already filed suit.
They're on it.
We just got a letter
They don't have anything else to do.
representing Cool and the Gang. I like the Kool Kidz. I feel
Kool
good
Kidz.
about that. I don't
Alright.
remember like anything in particular. We could be the Knights of Mundane,
Oh, I don't know.
but that seems like not right.
Sorry.
She's back.
The internet decided it was done for a hot second.
That happens sometimes, especially when you're doing a band war. So
I'm in charge now. We win.
Sure.
Kool Kidz it is.
It's just Kool Kids.
Let's
With a
see.
K.
with a K.
Okay. With the K.
Oh, and we gotta put a Z on the end. Kool
Oh,
Kids.
ooh.
Kids.
Kool Kids. All right. Yeah. I mean, good name as any.
Mm-hmm.
I guess with all of that, with your band name decided, and basically you tell the
Mhm.
MC your band name.
Mm-hmm.
You finally see the band kids.
Oh no.
Mad dogging him. I'm a mad dog him.
Oh! I also totally got Leonardo da Vinci finger symbols. Which I have some, I just don't know where they are right now.
I picture the band kids coming into the back of the
Show up.
auditorium, like Cobra Kai.
Oh
Oh my God.
It's them.
Amazing.
no!
Yeah. So yeah, you guys watch them filter in and start to set up their own stuff.
Mhm.
And I think you keep you see like they're mostly focused on their own stuff, but
Mhm.
like occasionally like the drum player will look over at y'all and
Leo
just
will
kind of
clack his finger symbols at him.
like straightens up a bit. But the last lingering look is on Cece as kind of like give him a definitely like I know who you are. Like, yeah.
Much like a sniper revealing a very like collapsible, massive, like 50 cal sniper rifle, CC will pop open the hard case, and as his strength returns to him as he grabs the brass of the saxophone, it's gleaming as he lifts it up. And as he fits in the mouthpiece and makes sure his reed is wet, he puts it into his mouth and with perfect execution blows the chorus of I Want to Dance with Somebody by Whitney Houston and lets the last note just hang as he takes the hallway and fills it with sax.
That is some good
Oh
stuff.
my god. As you do this, like the other band kids, like their jaws kind of like go a little slack as they're like, "What is this?" In quite some awe. And meanwhile, the drummer, just Brad, just looks at you and says, "We'll see what you're like on stage, Charles Curtis." And turns and heads onto the stage.
I'm taking all the chairs this time, not just the first one.
I exchange a look with John and Derek.
Cece, I didn't know you had shocking secret origins.
Every villain is built within the forge of the band. I had to break free if I wanted to be a hero.
I respect that. And your bravery in returning to your craft and picking up your axe one more time is admirable. You are a musical warrior. And on my planet, that would have saved you from the flames of the Annihilators, and you would have been memorialized with a statue in the common areas.
Let's just hope I can give it back up. Rumor has it, Dr. Doom gave up the flute and then went back. Well, rest is history. And he walks off.
All right. Are y'all gonna watch from backstage or as the first, or do you want to be like on stage as the band kids do their set?
Ooh.
I'm in the wings. I'm waiting in the
I wanna be
wings.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mhm.
And I'd like to think that I quiet in as their set starts, I quietly, carefully take Corellia's hand.
Nice. Just super stealth.
Mhm.
Brave though, got the brave face. I've
Give
looked
it a little
death in the
squeeze.
eye. The band kids, they don't scare me like they scare Cece.
All right.
My
So-
tentacle hair is doing last minute tune-ups on the decor for my water xylophone. The decor.
Okay, I heard something else.
Oh, okay.
Uh-huh.
The decorations.
John
And
Smith is going to
aesthetics.
be in the rafters ready to pounce if he needs to.
Nice.
Of course. Just get
you
into like the
Oh no.
Oh,
No.
oh no.
Damn you,
the
Canadian internet.
stance, so no. No.
No. But yes,
You.
I'm up there. I've got a recorder between my
I'm on
teeth.
internet. Don't do this to me.
Fucking internet.
Record a new
Pretty
chant.
back.
Super ready. Okay.
Right. We're ready.
She freeze again?
She did, unfortunately.
Oh man.
It's the worst. Kasu, internet.
We've made like the two best set lists like ever on the fly, by the way.
You're back.
Am I back?
Yes.
Heh.
All
Okay.
right.
Band kids do a good solid set. They do. And they're all in sync, as if they all kind of share not just music, sheet music, but also almost as if sharing a mind as they do so.
Okay, I'd like to do something then during their set.
Hell yeah.
Because I kind of figured that you were going with the hive mind for them.
Yeah.
Much like Jean-Luc Picard in future episodes of Star Trek The Next Generation would hear the siren call of the Borg, CC would begin to hear the whispers of the band kids as they play in unison. he wants to throw in, like, almost like he's sending back into the feedback loop, like a David Lee Roth screech, and then like a Steven Tyler, like just like he's just throwing things in there to goof them up, because he's inside their circle, so he wants to try to interact with their synchronicity and try to get them off just a bit. He can't break them up; they're strong, but
telepathy too, so maybe he can help.
Yeah, can Derek boost me so we can?
Yes,
Interference.
I will
Hell
amplify your telepathy.
Yep. So with that, make me a roll.
Okay, and what he'll do is in the back, in the practice room, he'll get a snare drum and put it on his head, much like Charles Xavier would put on the helmet of. I'm getting super nerd. Okay, what do you need?
No, I was into it. Cerebro. Got the Cerebro helmet.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I didn't know how far down that rabbit hole to go.
Keep going. I'm right with it. Right there with you.
Right. So, I'm gonna roll. I would say that this is definitely a cool roll, right?
Oh no.
Your powers are a +1.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I just roll a d10 and add a 1 to it. Ooh, which is a 10.
Well, there'd also be an applicable stat.
Is there?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, then I'm going. I'm
Cool,
going
yes.
cool then. So 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Lucky 13.
My cool roll is gonna be a 14 plus. I would say drama and chemistry, since I am messing up their chemistry and creating a lot of drama. So that would be a 16 for CC.
I could
Okay.
also help. I have sonic generation, so
Oh,
I could
you
just
do?
make them sound like they're playing the wrong key all the time. Like, not enough to just be like the whole thing's shit, but it's like, oh, you meant this to be G major and it's G minor.
Amazing.
All right, cool.
Everything's just a bit flat.
Everything's just a bit.
Yeah, just enough that it's like you should definitely know better, you guys.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm gonna say it's a smarts roll to know how to modulate it exactly. And then plus my sonic generation.
Yeah.
All right, got a 12 to do
Jesus
that.
Christ, y'all.
By the way, I'm going to be super duper upset if at some point during this series we don't meet somebody like, who's our bro bot? Who's our friend?
Chad.
Chad?
The Brobot.
Chad bro, right? Okay. If we don't meet, they have like a sibling called Cerebro. I've got it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Cerebro.
Right.
Oh no. This is how the band kids sound.
The band kids are playing talking heads. We're done.
You're
I'm
good.
sorry.
You're back. It's all good. It happens.
Yeah, so you guys managed to do all of your modulation, and not just that, nobody sees you doing this. And like, I think at some point, Brad will like look towards the wings, because
Just sees Derek and Corellia holding hands. 'Cause they're...
see Derek and Carla hold a hand, but they also see CC, because only band kids can fuck with their brains like this, or know how to.
Mm-hmm.
And like we'll definitely know his eyes. But at the same time, Leonardo da Vinci goes and starts finger symboling at
Mm-hmm.
CC would find a baton, an extra one, and he would simply insert it between his fingers and lift it up as he holds it to them.
With that, the band kid set is over.
Nice.
And you're up.
All right, guys. Let's rock it.
CC would disappear for about 10 minutes before the set actually started. And when
Okay.
he would show up, he would be naked to his waist. He would be slathered in oil.
Oil, yes.
Just glistening from, I mean, like literally like bottom of nose, bottom of glasses, down to like like Dick Root level. Like it's just nothing but as he comes forward and he has sax ready. Sorry.
You know, Dick Root is a good new vocabulary word for the folks at home. And I would like to think that Cece has that belt of Adonis, thing that all skinny band guys who are in way too good a shape have,
Cocaine abs.
How does he do it? Only his dealer knows for sure.
Right. Maybe it's working out. Maybe it's cocaine.
All right.
Oh.
So y'all set up the hiss and crack of the amp as it.
Go.
You do a small go team. All right.
Yeah.
Step out on the stage with my sweet guitar, hand up, saying hi to everybody. And then I think I'm going to reach for the focusing disintegrator ray and turn it to cool, and then turn around and blast all the lights in the auditorium. Like that. Because we need a sweet
and you
light
watch
show.
all the lights turn into all different colors of blue, green, purple, red, orange. It's just lighting up this place in a rainbow.
Nice.
And then I'm going to hit a sweet power chord.
Why don't we all
We
pick
found
one
it.
song that we play?
Yep, I'll pick one song you play.
All right.
Yes. I think we're okay. So then we're gonna skip the tuning song, which throws
Yeah.
everybody off, and we
Yeah.
go right into Twinkle Twinkle Little Star.
Okay. I'm gonna need a roll here. For Twinkle Twinkle Little Star.
I'm going to attempt to rock out. Man, how do I only have a 3 cool? I know how I only have a 3 cool. I got a 12.
12. Yeah. You have the most kick-ass version of Twinkle Twinkle Little Stars that anyone has ever fucking known.
Thank you very much. We are the Kool Kidz. On drums, Corelio. Yeah, do that sweet drum thing.
I have, my water xylophone.
Oh yeah, right. Sorry, on the water xylophone.
Thank you. It's all right.
You know what
They're
that thing is.
basically the drums of my homeworld. It's fine.
They're basically the drums of her homeworld. Corellia.
Yeah, you hear cheers.
Mm-hmm.
And then what is John playing?
John is playing
Oh no, we'll never
the
know.
recorder, but he's playing the bass recorder because the bass players are always the coolest. They just are to me. Sorry.
On the bass recorder, John Smith.
Yep. He gives like a Jethro Tull but cool little flair. Boo.
Yes. And last but not least, you know him, you love him. You bought weed from him in the bathroom. On the saxophone, CC.
CC would play a couple notes of The Warrior, and as he hits the first one, fire about 4 or 5 fucking feet long shoots out of the end of his saxophone.
Yes.
Oh,
Right.
beautiful.
So stop your linen and drop your grinning and grab your linen, Aces High. We're about to melt your face. And we go right into the 1812 overture.
Okay, I need a roll from somebody.
All right, I'll
have to
roll the
take one on
1812
this
overture. That's my jam. All right, so this is I'm guessing it's cool because we're the Kool Kidz.
I mean, I can be convinced it's cool.
Yeah, yes, because so like when Corellia plays the water xylophone, it's a lot like when Blue Man Group plays. So there's like colorful paint and stuff coming out from the tops of all of them because arts is one of my best classes, and it just looks really awesome. It looks really cool. So it's gonna be 1d10, and she's using her tentacles to play it. So and she's conducting with her hands. Her tentacle hair is just playing the Water xylophone. Alright, let's cool. Oh no!
Oh no!
Got a 6. Unless I get a +1 from tentacles or arts. Then it'd be a 7.
Yeah, that's not
Yeah.
good though.
That's not good. It's not great. How dare you betray me, 1812 Overture?
As you play, you have like the paints and everything kind of splashing up, but unfortunately, Limited Da Vinci, who's just very enthusiastic.
Yeah, he's got the finger
accidentally-
symbols on the, like, when the cannons would go, it's like, finger symbols.
Yeah. But accidentally, it's turned the wrong way as it claps its cymbal, and
Oh,
one
no.
of the glass tubes cracks. And you see it start to leak out water. As you hit, like, that one note that you're supposed to nail, and it's off
Oh.
tune. The water is no longer in it.
Oh no.
You managed to finish the piece,
Yeah.
but it's noticeable.
Oh man. Corellia just looks incredibly embarrassed. But like, she's keeping her cool, so it's just slight embarrassment that's actually showing. Just oh no.
Do the thing where you like walk backwards and kind of lean over the water xylophone. Be like, what, do you need like the water hose or can it be fixed?
You know, I just won't play E flat. It's cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, so you finish out with a little bit less applause this time.
Mhm.
Next
Yeah.
song, let's go.
Next song is, what did we say that was? The all instrumental Waves of Mutilation?
Yes.
I'll take point on that. I think John Smith will. He will start playing it. He's using his sonic modulation. This entire
Nice.
time he is attempting to both alter time and alter the sound so that he's bringing you not just waves of mutilation, but a fractal oral version of it, so that there's a song within every note of what's going on. And then at a certain point, right when the first chorus comes in, it's like gets a lot louder. He takes out a second recorder and starts playing the second one at the same time, and that is what he's doing the entire time. If he can, he's going to be mad dogging the sousaphone player because it's for him. So that's what.
Make that
John
roll.
Smith- All right. All right. I'm gonna say that is a probably cool roll.
We are the cool kids.
Yeah. Plus, sonic generation, and physics to make it all fractal. And can I use my fake out skill because I'm trying to date the shit out of the sousaphone player?
Sure.
All right. That's a 12.
Nice.
Hell yeah. This is the trippiest fucking experience of this song anyone has ever heard. Incredibly trippy.
Nice.
That's good.
And you catch the eye of the sousaphone player, and they know.
They know. They know I spared their life that day, so they could experience it.
Like, it's just, they shift the sousaphone so that it's like between you and him.
Then I grow taller, just so I can look at him again. I just do that because I can.
Alright. And as that song plays out, Cece, you see Brad off in the wings.
I know that as a band kid, we're neck and neck right now, right? I mean, this is
Yeah.
so he knows that the only way it's addition by subtraction of the enemy, and he needs to try to get his best buddy Brad away from the band. So he was going to start playing on the sax. He's going to play Change of Heart by Cyndi Lauper. And as he goes forward, he will just one hand continue to play low as he reaches out for Brad and I'm assuming his wearable kit that he's got on, like his shouldered up kit, and he's just extend. And it's almost as if the notes that are being played are speaking in that same hive mind language, hoping to get him to break free of the influence that the sousaphone player and everybody else have extended to this group. He wants to get Brad away and add his percussion to the Kool Kidz because of the broken
E flat.
water pipe. Yeah. And so, what do you need from me?
I need a roll.
Well, I am going to say,
Mm-hmm.
Is it a cool roll?
no, because he wasn't
Oh.
cool, man. So, I am going to say that this one would definitely be. Well, it's totally up to you, but I'd say it's a luck, and that's CC's worst stat. What do you think, Kiana?
Yeah. Yeah, I'll take it.
Now, I will argue that this is drama and chemistry as well, because
I would allow that, yes.
Okay. So this is going to be +2, whatever it is. 11.
With an 11. You make eye contact with him as you play. And you see, like, first he starts tapping his fingers in time with it. And then starts kind of like nodding his head, tapping his feet. And then he'll nod, give you an approving nod. And we'll step on the stage with y'all.
And before they can draw him back under their cult-like influence, he would pull him out and set him up beside Corellia to augment her lost note. And then CC he's going to hit it. He's going for the boss. Brilliant disguise. It's never been attempted on stage. Of course it has. But he's going anyway. And it's either that or Bruce
It's
Hornsby.
never been attempted on Ace's high stage.
True.
Right. So yeah, he would
Okay.
get in, and I mean total hip action, as he's, there's a splash zone of oil in the first couple rows. So, now is this a cool roll? This is where I'll skunk it.
This is absolutely a cool roll, and you will get advantage. Because you will get an advantage because of your band backing you and Brad.
Okay, so it's a 13 plus drama and chemistry, if that's still a thing. That'd be a 15.
Yeah. Tell me how you played the coolest fucking rendition of this song that anybody in Ace High has ever seen.
Well, for those of you that are unfamiliar with Brilliant Disguise, cue it up because it's a great song. I really like it. He is going to go around, and it's a slower song, so he's going to go around, and as the chorus hits, he's going to spend a moment with each of his friends, and as it sings about the Brilliant Disguise, he's going to look in their eyes when the song says to do so, and go to Corellia, John, Derek, and he'll nod to Brad, who, while free of their influence, is not his family. And then he will return to the front of the stage, and at the very end of it, as the boss would let the guitar hang in the air, he lets the sax hang in the air, and again, a 5-foot jet of flame shoots out of the end. But as it's shooting out, he freezes it blue to end.
And as that last note rings out, there's that moment of silence. And the entire auditorium just goes fucking insane with cheers and applause. It is very clear who the winner is of this Battle of the Bands, and it's certainly not the band kids.
Yes.
And as you join with this uproarious celebration, Cece, you feel a tap on your shoulder. And you see Brad.
Hey, thanks, man.
Hold out his hand.
Thank you for coming out tonight. Much appreciated. Peace is possible in our lifetime. Good night.
The curtains will close, and Brad will hold out his hand.
Oh yeah,
Goodbye,
CC.
Cece.
Yeah, he would definitely take it.
Yeah.
You
And
can
with
jam
the-
with us any day, Brad.
Looks over at the rest of you. Yeah. And, like, right, I should probably. And, like, looks over to where the rest of the band kids are. I know what to do now.
You can go back to him, but be stronger than I was. Go back and preach love. Turn it from the inside.
You got it. And he'll give you a little small salute, and like you see him, Leonardo da Vinci kind of like away from Lobster, and there's just turn around and with one last wave walks off.
Derek like walks up to CC with his hand. I'll be like, I know that wasn't easy for you, friend. Well done.
Oh yeah, he'll bypass the hand and hug Derek, and he'll whisper into Derek's ear,
Man, I was so fucking scared.
That's all right, man. You look death in the eye and you go right through it. And you won the battle today. And on my planet, you'd have had a statue about 25 feet high, and everyone would have to stop and look at it every day or be killed. So well done. And well done to everybody. John, killing it on the recorder, ripping it up. Corellia, working through technical difficulties. A beast on the water xylophone.
Yeah, my brother was gonna be pissed I broke his E flat. It's fine.
And meanwhile, Leonardo da Vinci looks up at you, Derek. Clap back.
Leonardo, I'm glad you were here today. And as long as you don't grow to millions of times your original size, you and I could be friends. Any friend of Corellia's is a friend of mine.
I think he goes for an ankle hug.
Yeah. Lift up claws and tiny little ankle hug.
We have an uneasy truce, this lobster and I.
And you hear the crowd outside chanting, "Encore, encore."
Guys, you hear that? I think they want us back out there.
There's only one thing we can do.
Go home?
Hell, we gotta go out there, man.
Oh, go back out there.
Yeah, you take that awesome axe you've got. Is that a smudge of cocaine? He points to Derek's
I think it's
guitar.
baking soda.
God. Careful.
Baking soda. Well, that's not baking soda. Let me rub it on my gums and find out.
It seems like a terrible idea, Derek.
Is it a powdered donut? I saw some kids eating those.
It is. It's from one of those gems. You know, the powdered donuts that come in the snack machine?
Yeah.
5 in a pack, the gems.
Yeah.
People don't remember the gems.
Oh, I do.
All right. All right. You there, freshman. Hit that curtain. We're going to melt a face off or two.
And the freshman will give a nod. And as the curtain opens, that's where we're going to end this episode of Teenagers from Outer Space.
Oh.
Oh, man. Oh, man, oh, man, oh, man.
About to do our acapella Ave Maria.
Ave Maria in a careless whisper.
Right, I think that's what's-
Strangely enough, public domain.
That was dope.
Yes.
I honestly didn't know how y'all were gonna deal with that.
Neither
But
did we.
and we got CC backstory.
We
What?
did.
Oh man. Oh man. Got to give it up for the shocking secret origins of Cece and how it played out. Like it had this whole first act to it. Oh man.
Like the moment when you saw me die for a second, it's because Greg sent me CC's real name, and I was like, "Oh,
It was Charles. Like what?
Earl
Curtis."
Charles
Charles
Curtis.
Yes.
That's
Charles
right.
Curtis. It was like
Loved that.
Chester Ogilvy.
But you saw Brad call him CC at the end of it, so cool. I'll hand it back over to you, Lindy.
Awesome. Yes, that was super duper fun. I love every time we play this game. So let's just go around. We'll say who we are, where we can find you online, and what your favorite moment from today's game was. Let's start with Derek.
Oh yes, this was amazing. Well, John with the recorders, Cece with the shocking secret origins, Corellia with the water xylophone and talking to her parents, which is amazing. I love this game. I love everything about it. Like I said, I'm investing about $10 million. I think we're going to need an $11 million Kickstarter to bring this thing to series. So we're getting going on that. Keep an eye out for that. So I'm very glad to be here. WebDM, watch it. Today's episode is brought to you by Pancakes. Brought to you by the Pancake Council, reminding you to eat pancakes at every meal. Pancakes, the other white meat.
Fantastic. Also, we have the lovely John Smith.
Oh yes, I love this. I love learning more about CC. My favorite part was CC peeing and it freezing in his pants. That was my favorite part. That was fun. I'm glad we pulled it out. I was genuinely worried because it's the band kids and it's the battle of the bands. And then I didn't know what was going to happen, but I know if we lost, then John Smith was going to get really fucking dark again. So I'm happy that we won. This is the best Saturday morning cartoon that we get to have together every month. And I can't wait for what happens in June. It's going to be great. I'm the communications director for WebDM. You can see us on YouTube on Wednesdays. We put out wonderful videos, or we think they're wonderful, and we hope you think they're wonderful too. We don't have too much going on Twitch this week because next weekend we are going to be at Dungeons and Dragons Live: The Descent in Los Angeles. Yes, it's crazy. 11:30 a.m. Pacific on Sunday. You will see Jim and Pruitt for a couple of hours on twitch.tv/GND Live 3 and possibly other places. We're working out how this whole thing works. So please join us there. It's going to be great. We have some surprises. It's going to be fantastic. I love all of you, and I love that we get to do this. Thank you.
Awesome. And we have our phenomenal referee, Kiana.
I love doing this game so much. Best thing to do on a Saturday morning. Yeah. Favorite part? I don't even know. I think I really liked the set list y'all came up with. Those were solid, and I think I need to make playlists of those. Just my own listening experience.
Yeah.
And I like your creativity in coming up with how to get around beating the band kids at their own game. So that was solid. Yeah, I'm excited for next month where we're going to be doing summer camp. What happens when the kids have to go away for a week into woods and the lake? Who knows what happens there in summer camp? We'll see. But join us next month for that over here. And until then, you guys find me over on Twitter at Kiana S. Best way to figure out what I'm doing. Because I'm doing all sorts of role-playing things, whether that's streaming or writing or making all sorts of other stuff. Or just talking about it over on Twitter. So come hang out with me over there. And we'll see y'all next time.
Awesome. Hyped for summer camp. Also was hyped to learn about Cece. Greg.
Oh, I had a blast. I hate to occupy time, but I knew that with the setup last time with him fearing the camp kids that there would have to be something. So I had a blast. I love everything about this. The descriptions and stuff that you all come up with for certain things are just absolutely fantastic. My favorite part, I think, is just the part that Cece would have no idea about, and that's when John Smith is going to the bathroom and having adventures, and then coming back and like sitting down for 4 or 5 minutes, and then leaving again and having adventures. I like the idea of that quite a bit. I also the handing out of the prizes from the Hello Kitty backpack. The product placement was so on point for that. It was eerie. It was super duper scary. And I loved it very, very much. But Grimjack21502 on the Twitter, part of the Tales from the Grim team on the Twitch. Things we have coming up that are pretty cool. Tomorrow we have the premiere of Sky Chasers, which is a 1950s X-Files type of show run by Charlie over on the channel. It's 4 p.m. Eastern. And then on Monday night, 9 p.m. Eastern over on the channel, we have our Urban Shadows campaign starting off. Bad Moon Rising, Kiana will be there. We're going to be having a lot of fun with that one. And May Black Roses Bloom on Wednesday, Dungeon of the Mad Mage on Thursday. But follow everyone. Stay tuned to next month, because if we're going to camp and it's not Camp Crystal Lake, I'm going to be upset.
Where
Awesome.
sex is punishable by death, by the way. So...
Derek will be
Derek will be fine.
Hey!
Love it. I cannot wait for next month when we do summer camp. But yeah, this is my channel. I'm Lindy. My favorite part, I had so many favorite parts. I loved John Smith chopping through rose bushes with an axe. I loved Derek discovering YouTube. That's gonna have repercussions later, I'm sure. Just Cece's backstory, that was so great. I loved, because Cece's always been so mysterious, so we finally get to learn a little bit about him. I loved it. But yeah, check us out on Monday for Mondays in Exandria. I know we were off last week due to just sickness stuff, but we're gonna be back this week. And then of course Tuesday, Mists of Ravenloft, and yeah, other fun stuff to be announced soon. So thank you guys so much for hanging out and having a good time. We love this, and I'll throw out an announcement when we know when the next one is. So, till then, we'll see you guys later.
I've got blisters on me fingers!